What's going on, you guys?
How are you guys doing today?
Well, you guys, it's a beautiful day today. The sun is shining, but not too bright. The wind is blowing, but not too strong. And it is gearing up to be a perfect day for us to start working on some of these interior walls.
Yes, we've had to sit here and crunch numbers and figure out exactly what we have on the game plan, because what we've got laid out right now off of the drawings from the blueprints, it's going to be a little bit more work.
Yeah, so we decided that we're going to be tweaking the walls just a little bit in this way and a little bit out that way, because of where the floor joists underneath us actually are.
Yes.
Is underneath where we're standing right now, we have the floor joists, we also have the Advantech flooring, and we've got a whole buttload of waterproofing, all right? But the floor joists themselves, since we're gonna use the mountain as kind of your navigational north, south, east, west, the mountain's actually south, the floor joists underneath us go north and south.
Yep.
And a lot of these walls inside this building are gonna have to go east and west. If we put it east and west, that's not a problem at all, because they will be laying on top of several joists, which will give it strength and integrity. Now, if we actually have some of the walls, which we do, that are gonna be going north and south, if we have it in between where the joists are, it's only gonna be laying directly on the Advantech floorboard, which over time can cause sagging and, you know, all that warpage and
cause a lot of damage later on in life.
That's not good. So what we would like to do is have all the inner walls be sitting on top of the joists. So we do have all of the markings already laid out for where the walls are going to be. Pardon the floors, they're extremely dirty, but such is life. We have the walls going this way, we have some of the walls going that way. Now, if you look really closely on the floor, you can see right here there's a screw that tells us that there is a floor joist right here. So where we have the wall and where we're going to be moving the wall to, it's really not that big of a difference as far as the room size and everything, but it's gonna make our lives so much easier, because we're not gonna have to go inside the basement and rip down all that insulation and put blocking in between the floor joists and all that nightmare. We wanna save ourselves that time. So by tweaking the design just a tiny little bit, it's going to save us a lot of time and headache in the long run. So now that all that fun stuff is out of the way, which wall are we gonna start on, babe?
So I'm thinking we'll go ahead and come over on this side and we'll just tackle all the walls that we can this way. Downside, all the 2x4s that we have, they're not 2x4 studs. They are 2x4x8.
Ah.
So they're gonna be off by a little bit.
Which means I'm gonna have to be the chop master again.
So I'm gonna figure out those numbers and I will let you know what I need, but I'm gonna definitely need a whole buttload of studs cut out of there. So you can measure the studs that we've got over there, do the same cut over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, this is the downside of buying 2x4x8s versus 2x4x6s.
Why don't you want me to use stop block, babe?
Stop blocks are nice and everything, but the problem is with stop blocks, you can still have some variations here and there. Measuring tape is always the best way to do it. Yes, it is faster to do a stop block, but no, it's not always going to be the best. So I've seen it, I've done it, and I've had cuts not the exact same. So I'm just saying, off my own experience, it's always better just to use the tape measure and just do that extra step, and you know that everything's going to be the same.
All right, it's all good. Well, I guess what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start cutting all of these beautiful 2x4s. Gary, are you gonna measure everything out and get us ready to go?
Yep, I've got to start marking now that you've said, yeah, this is how you want to do it. I've now got to figure out all the different numbers and measurements. So let me get that going while you get that going, and we'll tackle this together.
Go team, go. Let's get up a wall.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
So I know it's probably really hard to see, but just believe me here. We've got the lines all chalked out for where this new wall is going to go. It's gonna go right here where you see those two circles in the V. We got it measured out for a 2x4, and it's gonna go all the way over here, separating the hall bathroom, the hallway, and then the stairs that go down into the basement from the living room. And then you just follow this line back over here. And this is the other new wall line. And that's how far we had to move the line over. This is where it was, and this is where it's going now. So it is definitely gonna change the space in each room, but I think that this is going to be structurally a whole lot more sound. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is gonna make it a lot better for everything and make our work that much easier. Because, yeah, I don't want to go about it the hard way.
Yeah.
This is the simple life.
Yeah.
Not the hard life.
Yeah. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
There's no doors in here, right? Or we're gonna have to figure that out later, huh?
There will be a door going from our bedroom to the bathroom from this space. But right now there's no door.
We'll have to figure that one out later. Just 3.
Just 3?
Just 3. It's not a 2x6, 2x4.
Okay. Like crooked. Like it's warped a little bit on the bottom. See what I mean?
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad, but it still needs a little bit of pull.
Ooh.
Let me know.
Yep.
Good? I'll do the top on this side first.
Ooh.
Put your hands.
Hold up. Hit the bottom of that guy.
Tell me when.
Go for it. Okay, now let me get this guy up here. Hit the top part of this guy for me.
Okay.
Hit that bottom part and attack.
We good?
Golden.
I see you're wearing your steel toe Crocs today.
Yeah. Give me a kick and try to hold it. Right about there. Just a tad. Oh, that way. Okay, and since this is a shorter piece and I'm not going to be able to play with it like I did right there, I'm just going to attack it in on this side. Where you at? Where you at, Joist?
Follow the screw.
Screw.
Light.
we're close to, or too much?
Right there.
That's strengthened it quite a bit.
Yeah, it did. It was all wobbly.
No, it's not. All right.
So these two walls, friends, is going to be blocking off for our bedroom and for our bathroom area. And like we've been talking about, we decided to do these ones because of where the floor joists beneath our feet are, how much time we have in the day, and all that stuff. So now that these are up and braced and in where they need to go, so we're gonna start working on something else really quick before we call it up here.
Correct. We have some gnarly weather coming our way tomorrow and into tonight.
Joy.
So we sort of got to make sure that we can get water out of here.
Yeah.
Because we got the bottom plates everywhere and it's sort of creating a swimming pool if it does rain.
Yeah, so we definitely don't want that to happen. We want to be able to come up here with a push broom and broom it all on out. So we need to now figure out where the back door is going to be and the front door, and then cut out the bottom plates just for those areas. Since we don't have the doors on property, and the reason why we haven't framed out the doors and the windows in the first place is because we wanted to wait until we got them on the property.
Correct.
We're going to kind of guesstimate about where it's going to go a little bit smaller than what the hole actually is going to need to be. We'll end up shaving some more of that off later on down the road, but it is going to give us that opening to where water can flush out. So
correct.
That's our plan.
Yep.
All right, so how are we going to go about doing this? How are we going to get the door measurements?
So now we have sort of thrown all of our measurements out the window.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Because we sort of changed everything over on this side and on that side a little.
Yeah.
So
With good cause.
yes, good cause. So we're just gonna have to account for the changes and have an idea of where we're gonna be putting these doors. So got to look at the blueprints, count for the changes, and then we can have a guesstimate idea of where about it's gonna be, and then we'll make it a lot smaller and be like, you know what, we'll just put it in here so that way we have more wiggle room here or there.
You can always cut more. It's hard to put it back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. You just cut a little bit at a time, not all of it. So let's try to figure this out.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so looking here at our plans, right now we have a double door for the front door, and I don't think that that's what we're going to end up doing. We're probably just going to put in one door right there.
Yeah, honestly, one 36-inch door itself for that area is going to be probably the best thing.
Yeah, and on the back it only shows one back door.
Yeah, which I'd make that also a 36-inch door. Any entry door, making sure that's 36 inches so we can get anything that we want in is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I guess we'll figure out what the middle is of this room over here, and then you can decide where you want it to be.
About roundish.
Roundish.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't really want a door right in the middle of the room, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It will hog up a lot of space of the room. So that's also another thing. You, my wife, my beautiful, beautiful wife, have the decision choice of your lifetime, because this is where it comes down to play. How do you want your entryway of your house, and how do you want the exit out of the kitchen?
The decision of a lifetime. No pressure whatsoever, right? Not a bit.
Hey, I put it on you so that way if it's screwed up, I can blame you.
Yeah.
You said you wanted it.
Yeah, I know. And it's on film.
And it's on film. I got proof. Every man's wish, right? Yeah. I got proof. Yep. Here's your middle of the room. Roughly.
Roughly?
That's the middle of the room.
Well, I'm gonna want it on this side of the room, a little bit further away from where Abe's room is gonna be, and closer towards going down the stairs into the basement. So somewhere
So here's
in here and there. Go with this one right here. This one right here, baby. I think that would be good, because then we could just sweep it all out from there anyway, and we still have to make up our minds on the door and stuff. So like, we still have time. This is
correct.
Literally just so that way we have a place to sweep the water out. because we know it's, well, at least everybody says it's supposed to rain tonight. I mean, if we're listening to the weatherman, which Ryan Hall, y'all, he seems to be really good and very accurate, so.
Yeah, he's on top of his game.
And he says we're gonna get rain, so
yeah,
I kind of believe him.
We're gonna get some rain.
Yeah.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
All right.
So I think that's a good spot, babe. I think that's a good spot.
You want this one right here?
Yeah.
All right. So just playing devil's advocate. All right. I don't want to chop it out. I know you said yes. I'm gonna mark it. That's the one you want. All right. This is the middle. This is only 12 inches roughly, right? Give or take. So if we're gonna be putting a door in, it's gonna be almost like this whole width right here. Almost, right? So I would hug, yes, but I would hug one of these guys right here, is what I'm saying. So, cutting out wise, if I cut that one out, that does give you pretty much right in that ballpark. That's probably the best one. You're probably 100% right with that one.
Guys, I got it on film. I'm 100% right.
You're probably, yeah, you're 100% right.
Probably?
No, you're 100% right on that one.
There we go.
You're 100% right on that one.
Gary, just to be fair, we got it on film that this is my fault and that I was also 100% right.
Man, you got that on film.
I got it on film.
Dang.
Yes.
All right, now we got one door figured out. It's not gonna take but 2 seconds for me to cut it out.
Okay, so our plan's over on this side. It's right, literally counter space, oven, counter space, and there's like door right there. I don't know if you guys could see that on the camera or not. This one and this one. I don't know, you can eyeball measurements a whole lot better than I can. You're really good.
It's most likely that one. Because it's probably what it's gonna do is it's probably gonna be in between this, like this. Which realistically, we could probably chop out this guy. But I would really hate to chop that one out. And then be like, crap, we have to move it this way.
Yeah.
You know?
So which one's it gonna be?
I have a feeling it is gonna be that one. Downside, we're gonna have nail holes.
We got any caulking?
We got plenty of caulking.
Maybe I'll shove some caulking in there tonight before the rain.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Yeah, just in case, right?
We're gonna need that.
Get in there. It's hard to see because it's clear. We're gonna have to shave some of that off too.
It's fine.
I know, as long as we don't get a leak, right?
Well, yeah, as long as we don't got no leak right now.
Now we have a hole where we could push all the water out that way. And we've got a hole over there where we could push all the water out that way.
So that should help out quite a bit. I know that we're gonna be having quite a bit of rain this next couple of days. So yeah, it'll be good. We can get the water out of here.
So even though we didn't do like a giant wall on that side and this side like we did the first day's worth of work, I am still very pleased with the amount of work that we did get done today. We had to
Correct.
think outside the box. We had to reconfigure our plans a little bit to actually work with us and our builds and what we've already got established here. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I'm super happy about it. It's coming together really good. I mean, this is one thing about building and never building before is we're learning on the fly, and yeah, there's a lot to learn, but it's fun. It's one heck of a ride, man. I'm happy about this. We got that up. Next couple of walls over here, we'll be done with the side basically, and we'll be working on that side.
So the weather forecast does call for abundant sunshine later on this week. So we are definitely going to be putting it in later on this week, and hopefully we'll be able to get a lot more of the internal walls done. But you know what? That's going to be another day.
Yep.
As for today, I'm happy with it. I think it was good progress. I think we have a good plan moving forward. Working with what we've already built, you know, the whole situation that we find ourselves in with the joists and all that. So I'm happy with it. And yeah, I got really nothing else for you.
I'm super happy. I mean, we got all the 2x4s and everything up here and everything else, so.
Yep, I got a lot of prep work done with the cutting.
Yeah, it should be pretty smooth sailing from here on out.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy about that.
If only the weather could hold out.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the kids are home. You guys might be able to hear them playing basketball and playing with their car and all that stuff down here. We're gonna go make us some dinner, clean up a little bit, but we'll be back to building here very shortly.
Oh, yes.